other.
Every Tuesday night, the gang's on the air. Carlos, Tyler, Jay with a flair. Comedy, culture, news, and life's sweet spice. Serve it up hot. Oh, it's always nice. Laughter echoes through the digital street. Friends catching up, ain't that a treat? Jokes that ring sharp as a knife. They dive deep, set your spirit alight. HollingsWorthless, yeah, tune in tight. Three pals driving, everything feels right. From comedy to culture, every news bite they bring the light. On a Tuesday night. Hits the punchlines quick as a flash. Tyler's stories always crash. They drops wisdom like a silent storm. Together they create a show that's more. They talk about the life, the love, the strife. Turn mundane moments into pure delight. Each Tuesday just feels right. It's more than a show, it's a piece of life. Culture served on a silver plate. News and views that resonate. Committed gold, you can hide your way. It's the weekly things, don't be late. Culture served on a silver plate. News and views that resonate. Committed gold, you can hide your way. It's the weekly things, don't be late.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless Program, where I'm one of your hosts, Big RJ Hollingsworth, and as usual, we have today the Hooligans, the Goon Squad, the Fab Four, the Fantastic Four, Four Men, No Babies. Shout out to Baby Miles. Your daily dose of foreplay, Quads, Four of a Kind, Three's Company with Mr. Furley, where the kisses are his and his and his. The usual suspects, starting with. You've seen him on Amazon Prime. He's part-time famous, full-time funny, Carlos Anthony.
Yeah, in the building. Looking forward to it.
Yes, and I'm going to come to Kevin last. Next we have, he took the D out of DEI. he's DE White. We call him the one box checker. He's now very cancelable. The I'm not racist. Tyler, don't call me Joseph Smith.
Good to be here. Good to be back.
And our very special guest today, he's a comedian from Texas. He's a veteran. He's also one of the people this podcast is named after. My cousin that I found out about a few weeks ago, Kevin Hollingsworth.
What's up?
Fucking Carlos, like what?
Live in charge, baby. You thought there was only one Hollingsworth. You're out of your mind. There's more.
Dude, yeah, so this is crazy. So Kevin's like, I don't know what I was doing or what, but somehow Kevin's profile came across my feed or something. I see Kevin Hollingsworth and I was like, what the fuck? Comedian. And then I look at the thing and I think I DM'd you and all I said was brother ? Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that you did a show in Plano and he reached out and his Rocky Deer was like, dude, I'm on a show with your twin. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And he just gave me your profile. I was like, yeah, we could be twins for damn sure. And I was in Dallas that night at I think it was Hyenas that night. I was there and I was like, I couldn't get over there. I was trying to make it over there in time.
That's so crazy.
I was like, I got to make it, but I couldn't get out of there in time.
Yeah. And like talking with Kevin, this is what's nuts too, is Kevin, you came up in like black rooms, right?
Yeah. I was predominantly in the black scene.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And
Hilarious.
And then we started talking, and I was like, if you're part of a lot of the Hollingsworths all come from like this Valentine Hollingsworth that came over from Ireland in like the 1600s, and I was like, "Are you part of the Valentine?" He's like, "Yep," and I was like, "Fuck, we're cousins somehow."
Yeah, we're like 50th cousins removed.
It's so fucking crazy.
And here we are.
Yeah. Dude. And you started in Texas?
I did. I started in Houston. My first time I did. First time I ever went on stage was in '98 in Houston.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's just and then Kevin told me today that there's a James Hollingsworth, which was my dad's name. in did you say Florida?
Yeah, he's in Florida. I reached out to him before because I was booking some shows in the Florida area, and I was like, "Hey, where the hell are you based at?" Because I see you have my last name. And then I reached out to him again. I was like, "So we're gonna do this fucking Hollingsworth takeover or something." We have to get together with a club. Be like, "It's all Hollins. It's gonna be the easiest. It's gonna be the easiest promo ever. Just put one last name and that's it."
It's so fucking nuts. And I was telling him like this is kind of just like our show's pretty free flow. You know what we didn't talk about last week, Carlos, about the Boston trip? I don't think is Todd's picture of his cat.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you want to set it up?
I mean, there is no setup. He showed us a picture of a goddamn cat in his refrigerator.
In his fucking refrigerator.
And was saying it like it was a normal thing.
The fridge?
Wait, what'd you say, Tyler?
The picture was in the fridge, or the picture was of the cat in the fridge?
The cat
Second.
was in the refrigerator.
Oh shit!
Why was it in the fridge?
He said he likes it in there. But here's the problem I have.
I keep my pussy in a warmer, but y'all can do the fridge. That's fine.
Right.
That's just to each their own.
Here's the thing. It is again, my blackness started to really kick in then because I was like, well, somebody's got to open up the goddamn door for him to get in. Like, unless he's opening up the door and just chilling in the refrigerator, now you got a whole situation on your hands that could potentially give you a lot of money. That could make you a lot of money.
Dude, and my whiteness crept up when I was like, bro, you are why fucking black people are like fuck eating white people shit. They got fucking cats on the kitchen counter, in the fucking fridge. What in the fuck are you doing? I told him, I go, you're giving us all a bad fucking name. What are you doing, Todd?
Pretty much. Man, my first thought when I heard cat in the freezer, I was like, Asian maybe? This is probably an Asian thing. It probably could have been that. Could have just been meal prep. But
we just want to say here at the HollingsWorthless that these are all jokes, and
just remember, he is from Texas. He's wearing overalls. It's to be expected.
Fuck, dude. And he was like, he didn't see anything wrong with it. He's like, look how cute he is. And I'm like, well, fuck all that. I can't get past him being in your fridge. Yeah. Look how disgusting that is.
Right next to
you're bothered because the cat's feet would be all over where your food and stuff go.
Yeah.
And the cat touches on poop. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's one of them. I mean,
like, I don't know. I didn't get there. I didn't get to that germ part. Like, to me, I'm just like, oh, there's a cat in the fridge.
What? What if would you put blueberry in the fridge? Like for a picture?
No, but everything in my fridge is like individually wrapped too, you know?
Yeah, I was like, and Victoria, yes. Victoria said, wait, a living cat was in the fridge? Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Todd was like, look how cute he is. And I'm like, fuck all of that. What
No.
the fuck you talking about?
Instant
No,
gross.
no, and no.
Oh, dude. It
I'm
just
gonna go hit this light real quick because I'm dimming out.
okay, yeah. The Killbox comedy room. Look at that. Fucking
That's
what?
dope.
Yeah, I ran a comedy room for a little while, and they just had a window, and it was awkward. And I measured it, and just had a sign made just to plop right over that window when I went in there because there's like a floodlight on the outside, so it would like hit you right on the back. And I'm like, I'm just gonna have and it was the Killbox comedy show is what I had, and I was like, I'm just gonna make a sign, and I just shoved it up there. So now it's my background. Every time I do like interviews or anything, I just throw it back.
There it is.
Just to get something. That's my beer. I make my own beer, so I have a brewery here at the house.
What's it called?
Wow.
Bearded?
Yeah, Bearded Ginger Brewing Company.
Oh, dude. All right. I got
I bring my own beer.
better
I've got a whole ass brewery in this house.
I was telling him we got to get him out here, Carlos, to Vegas. He said that he's got an invite to do Brad's, and I was telling him we should get him at LA Comedy Club. Usually they'll have you like feature first, you know, and then but you could crash here and like they don't have to pay for the room. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, we'll get that also. Yeah, I've done Kimmel's and Wise Guys there. I just haven't done. I got know Kristen Key real well, and she did Brad's. She's like, you need to come over and do Brad's with me. But I was doing something else. I couldn't make it to that show, but then they had reached out to me about everything. And they was, hey, we want to bring you over here anyways. And I was like, yeah, I'll mess around with y'all. It was like a little classy joint. It seemed like it.
Yeah.
I like classic comedy clubs are fun, like Dangerfields and stuff. Those are fun.
Yeah. Victoria said, are you talking about a picture? Yeah, we're talking about a picture of a living cat in the fridge. And then BS said cats on the counter is a red flag. Yeah, exactly. So your friend has a picture of his living cat in the fridge. Yes.
I mean, as silly as it sounds, Victoria, yes, it's exactly that.
Guyanese gal, what up? It is not my brother, but it is my cousin that I didn't know I had. That is a comic out of Texas, Kevin. So what? Yeah, is that your Instagram handle, Kevin? Kevin Hollingsworth Comedy. All right, go follow him on IG.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that. I was like, I might as well go ahead and just put it on there now. We don't have to hide it no more.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking crazy.
It's hilarious.
It's just,
I know, you never know what you find when you get out there, man.
Yeah. Have you ever been over to Ireland?
I have, well, a long time ago, but it wasn't like I haven't done it with Comedy Wise. This was just years ago, just some like normal vacay stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. I
want to go over there and do. I don't know about going there doing comedy now. I would probably go over there at some point. It'd be fun.
And you, on your comedy, like I haven't even seen any of your stand up. But I don't mean that like as a whatever. But I think I saw you like on a podcast or saw something of you in a podcast.
Yeah.
Like because I remember you were saying, it was a podcast and you were saying you like to piss off rednecks.
Yeah, that's my hat that I actually have on. The hat I have on is it actually says "Make the Dooley Gay."
Hilarious.
So I like trolling rednecks. So I had a whole bit about how like lesbians just for some whatever reason decide to take the Subarus away from people. And I was like, and I love trolling rednecks. And as much as they talk shit about the rainbow getting taken away and Bud Light cans, I'm like, I just want gay men to take the dually away from them. And it is a whole bit about it. I just want to see gay pride parades with a lineup of doolies with neons all under it and guys just shaking their ass in the back. I just want to watch. I just love watching. I just love hearing rednecks lose their shit. It's so fun.
That's it's interesting because like I'm sure that well, I don't know like the different parts of Texas. Like as far as I understand, Austin is kind of progressive. Is that right or no?
It is. Well, look, everywhere in Texas has its progressive sides, has its more leaning sides. There's a big stereotypical like areas. Yeah, you can find me the biggest hillbilliest bumpkin ever, and I'll show you his black counterpart and his gay counterpart, and we're all the same. When we get up here in the sticks, we all strum the same fiddle. You know what I mean? All sounds the same.
That's great.
That's why a lot of people from the north don't understand us down here. They think we're all the racist south. I'm like, bro, you don't even know. You come over to my house. You come over to my house in a weekend party. There is everybody represented is in that place. I got some studs in there. I got a lot of stud friends. Carlos gonna know what studs are. I got lots of stud friends.
I know what a stud is.
Yeah, worst wing person ever to have is a stud. They gonna fuck every woman you want. But no, that's my jams, boy. But yeah, we all mess around down here. It's fun.
Hilarious.
I remember when I was living in Seattle, I did a show in Tacoma, and then afterward, I think I did have a girl that was with me, like she watched the show, and then we were going to go drinking afterwards. But we went to a gay bar, and there was a stud that like was talking with us, but the stud was like hitting on her, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I know what you're fucking doing. I know I do that. I know what you're doing.
And we'll take her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stud will
100%.
take her. Quick.
It was so fucking funny. Excuse me. And I wanted to, Tyler, your last dope show, where was your last dope show? Tyler does a dope show where comics get high. Well, they do a set, then they get high, and then they go up again.
The last one was Tacoma on Saturday.
And I know you've done them in Canada. Has anything been affected with all the shit going on with Trump?
For Canada?
Yeah, the reason I ask is because like I was submitting avails today, and I was like, I heard like Canada is like they're, which I get, but they're all gun ho on like we're not doing anything with Americans right now, and I'm like, as I send these avail, are they going to be like, we'll get back to you?
Yeah, I don't know about that. The only thing that I like would worry about going up there now is just how weak their dollar is, bro, because it keeps dropping.
Like my stocks.
Yeah, right. But I don't know what's going on with Canada, but their dollar is fucking hella weak. So I was like, man, maybe I push the show back another year, but it's looking like it's gonna keep on dropping.
And what does that mean? Educate me on what does that mean in terms of comedy and what you paying?
Well, I mean, I'm selling tickets for basically the same price. I'm elevating my price by like 30%. Because their dollar is 60 cents on our dollar. And I think right now it's like almost, I think it's 56 or I don't know. Let's see. We'll Google it.
Yeah.
CAD to USD.
By the way, as you're looking that up, I'd love it if after we get off this, Kevin's like, yeah, Tyler's got kind of a unique look to him. He doesn't know it's a filter that you have on. Yeah. Is he a swashbuckler?
Well, he's talking about Seattle. I'm like, this is par for the course for Seattle.
All right.
Like, this is every third person Seattle is some sort of anime character out of somewhere.
I can take my filter off. Let me just see.
Here
we go.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's even better. That's even better. That's even better.
Now I look like Kevin's cousin from the north.
You're like a black dude playing whiteface. That's what you're doing. This is like opposite blackface.
Buddy, this will definitely get you canceled.
Yeah,
I should be offended, but I'm kind of not. I'm feeling it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. Wait, put that filter back on. Just like going back and forth between you and Kevin is crazy. Like, are you guys cousins?
Right.
Like,
Holy
what's
shit.
going on here?
Fuck. What's the amount, Tyler?
It's 70 cents on the dollar right now. So
Right. But you haven't noticed anything with booking that them saying like we're gonna hold off on.
nah, dude, Canadians ain't gonna, I mean, they're so nice. They ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
They're gonna still buy you tickets. And mostly, I don't think the way my website's set up in Canada is like you wouldn't even know it was an American company coming up there.
Oh, shit.
And I try to hire comedians that are Canadian whenever I go to Canada, just because I like to pay my respects, get some locals, and plus you want somebody on the show that speaks the language.
Absolutely.
In case it gets a little dicey. You never know, you know?
Yeah. But French?
Yeah.
Now, Kev, I was going to ask you, Kevin, what is the craziest thing has happened to you doing stand-up in all the time you did stand-up? And you started in 98, and have you done it straight since 98, or did you take time off?
I've taken some breaks off. I had like a whole family I raised and all that kind of good stuff. So you take some little breaks here and there. Oh God. I've got so many. There's so many directions I could take here, so I've got to give me a cue on direction. You're talking about like in single life after a show? No.
I mean like on stage, like whether it's somebody tried to rush the stage, tried to fight you, or somebody tried to fuck you over.
Oh, okay. So I got to go to. This was pretty crazy last year. I got to go to Tokyo and do some shows in Tokyo last year. I actually did an all Japanese show. They were like, we're gonna do a show. It's all Japanese. I said, fine. I speak no Japanese whatsoever. And so I just got on there. I was like, I don't know what to say, but y'all just give me stuff to say.
You're frozen, by the way, just so you know. Your shit's frozen, but we can still hear you.
Y'all are all frozen on me too, and it's frozen on the weird part. I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't speak Japanese, and you don't. Your mouth doesn't move when you speak English.
Also, which is par for the course there too.
Oh yeah.
All right, sorry, you were saying though.
No, but yeah, I got on there and I was just telling them, like, just give me stuff to say. And so these Japanese people were just giving me things to say, and I was just, I don't know what, I pretty much probably rescinded my citizenship. There's no telling what I did. But I did the whole time, that was probably one of the funnest little shows that I did. Because the whole time it was just me blurting out stuff in Japanese, and I am such an East Texas twang and cannot pronounce shit. So I had to ball this time just doing that. Honestly, I think I had more fun just with the crowd interaction doing that than I had. But yeah, I've had girls. I've had a lady. I hosted a show, and she was like, I'm not gonna. Okay, she's a black girl because you're gonna know this, Carlos. She don't have an inside voice. She only got an outside voice. So, and she kept yelling that she wanted a motherfucking Diet Coke. And and I kept bringing everybody up, and she was so mad that the place did not have motherfucking Diet Coke.
Hilarious.
And so in between, one of the guys said there was a little store right like a little bodega. I ran over there and got a Diet Coke, and I brought it on stage with me in between every other one and would take a drink in front of her. Put it down the stool like, damn, this shit's delicious. And it's like, fuck you. And she the whole time. And then they finally kicked her out after the second guy.
That's hilarious.
Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Just normal shit like that.
Nice.
And I would have given her the Diet Coke because I'm a bitch.
I'd have poured it out right there on the stage.
Not even drink it just because you want this. How's it feel to want? I was gonna. I was reading on your thing, Kevin. You're a veteran.
No, I'm not a veteran. I'm just a veteran comic. Not a veteran.
I thought you were a fucking veteran on the.
No, definitely not a veteran. Don't be pulling me on that.
Stolen valor, Kevin Hollingsworth. Stolen valor.
Unless it gets me clicks, don't do it.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, okay, I was all excited. I'll be like, oh shit, which thank you for your service.
No.
Your service on telling dick jokes.
Yeah. No, I'm just telling dick jokes right now. Nothing else.
I got you.
Frozen on me. I'm still trying to fix this thing.
Yeah. It's still frozen on you, but I mean we can hear you, so it's good. You're like, are we frozen on yours too?
Yeah, everybody's frozen, and you've got a good face. Carlos just looked like I would wish he would start talking, and Tyler's over there.
Tyler's doing his hair.
Yeah, Tyler just looking like Tyler over there right now. He's got the blue glasses on.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. And what was I going to say? Oh, this weekend, Carlos and I are doing one nighter in Chandler, Arizona at Mic Drop Mania. We're fucking doing a turnaround. We're going to drive out there. It's like 4.5, do the show and come right back. And I wanted to know, all of you guys, the longest you've driven for a gig.
Man, I think you were actually in the car with me. Oh wait, no, you weren't. No, I just thought of another time. But like one of the times, I would say when we did that fucking 3-city tour, 3 dope shows, 3 days. That was a lot of driving. Yeah, but longest trip I've ever did was from San Francisco to Seattle one day.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You got me beat.
Okay.
What did you say, Carlos?
16 hours. I was with Hans Kim, and he was asleep the entire time, and I had a big bag of cocaine to myself. I just stayed awake and did little bumps.
That 16 hours looked like it wasn't nothing.
Like this, just fucking.
It was so funny because I had just bought this car that we were driving, and it had like a TV in the dash, and I had bought all of the God, what's the Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan Rush Hour? I bought Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3 to watch with him, and I was doing my Chris Tucker the whole time.
Wait, let's hear that. Let's hear your Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Hold on, Tyler. Hold on. Go ahead. Let's hear this Chris Tucker, motherfucker. Let's hear it.
Wait. Let me get my Chris Tucker filter.
Oh my God! Here's where we get canceled. We had a good run, guys.
Good.
We had a good run.
Here, I've never done an impression. Can I not do an impression of Chris Tucker? I feel like
You can, but well, I mean, it depends on the impression, I think.
God, now I'm nervous. Now I'm just nervous that it's going to be bad.
It's too late. You're already that far in now. Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it's bad.
You know what? This story, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm just gonna fade out here.
I kind of hope it's bad now. Let's do it.
You can't have stage fright on on the podcast. Let's go.
Really trying to figure out. There it is. There's the button.
You went black screen?
Wow.
Just going to go black screen for this impression? Way to go there.
I'm going to try to reset my screen to see if it don't pop me back up.
You can also, Kevin, I was going to say you can log out and back in, and that might do it too. Whichever.
Yeah, I can do that.
Tyler, what are you doing? No, he's fucking there. He's trying not to get canceled.
Come on, Tyler.
I'm about to leave, bro.
There we go. Still frozen, Kevin.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to log out and log back in, see if that.
All right.
It's working.
Yes, indeed. But since Tyler puts it out on us, and the Chris Rock or Chris Tucker impression, the longer you talking about the one sitting to and from the show, or just in general?
What one? Like his was he drove 16 hours for a gig. I know what mine is. Mine was 8 hours. It was 8 hours there, 8 hours back. But I'm just counting the 8 hours was like the longest I drove to a gig. And so I'm wondering what's yours.
I've never done any of that. I've done.
You're like, fuck all that.
I ain't driving. Yeah, because 9 times out of 10 the money was shitty anyway. So you like, I'm not driving 8 hours for $100 and then back. I didn't burn my money up. But I did when I lived in Houston. I did get in my car and I was like, man, I'm just finna ride out. I'm finna ride out. I rode from Houston all the way to LA, and I just found stages to hit in every city along the way, and then came back. And I called it the Ride Out Tour.
Wait, hold on. I've never heard this story. Okay, so I have questions. When you say you just rode out, did you have like gigs set up before you left? So you just picked them up as you went?
Yeah, I only had one gig that was actually booked, and that was I came all the way. I was living in Houston. I left Houston, came all the way here, and then I flew from here to Denver to do the Improv. Flew back, and then drove to LA. Did shows in LA, and then drove back to Houston. And I did that probably in 1 week's time.
Holy shit!
Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. It was right around. It was right in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I think I was back home by like right before Christmas.
I'm just tripping off the being like, fuck it. I'll just try and pick some shit up on the way.
Yep. I picked up shows in El Paso. I don't think I did anything in San Antonio because it went on the way. El Paso, Albuquerque.
Did you do the comic strip in El Paso?
No, it was some little hole in the wall joint. Phoenix did some hole in the wall joints. Came to Vegas. Did LA Comedy Club. Did Mike P's joint. I did that one, and then I flew for that night to Denver Improv. Came back and then did some joints in LA and came back.
That's fucking insane.
Yep, 2015.
My fucking craziest or like longest drive or gig was I was living in Glendale with Lucas Seeley. It was when I had just moved to LA. I was sleeping in the living room. I had a mattress in the living room, and I think I paid like $300 a month when I first moved to fucking LA. And somebody, I don't know if they called me or called Lucas, but somebody called and was like, hey, you want to do a guest spot at the San Francisco Punchline? And whether they called me or they called Lucas, I can't remember, but we were like, yeah, can the other person get a spot? Kevin coming back on here? Maybe. Kevin's on dial-up. You there, Kevin? Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Dope. All right. So Carlos just told us his craziest road gig. Mine was, I was living in Glendale with this dude, this comic, Lucas Seeley. Somebody hit us up at the San Francisco Punchline, said, do you want to do a guest spot? And it's like an 8-hour drive. And I remember Lucas was like, you want to do a guest spot? And at first I was like, nah. But then I go, you know what? Let's just do it for the story. Let's just do it for the fucking story. So we drove 8 hours up to the fucking San Francisco Punchline. As soon as my foot stepped off that stage, I told Lucas, I go, this is the dumbest fucking thing we've ever fucking done. We didn't even get $1, like, for gas. It was a non-paid guest spot. And I was like, if I ever tell you, let's do it for the story, just tell me to go fuck myself. I was so pissed. Because now it's like, the show got over at like 9:30 at night and we have an 8-hour drive back to fucking LA. I was like, fucking idiots. So stupid. But what's yours, Kevin?
All right, so I did. I drove straight to Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, from Texas. It's a 13-hour drive. So to do a showcase over there with Keenan Thompson and them, they were like, "You want to come over and do the showcase?" And I'm like, "We need somebody over here that's consistent." And I'm like, "Okay." So I did it twice. I didn't do it once. Twice.
Was this one of those
2 weekends in a row? Do what?
Yes, Tyler. I think I know what you're about to ask, and yes, it is.
What?
The hologram Keenan Thompson show.
The hologram, yeah. Well, that's one of them. But I actually did a couple of shows where actual Keenan was there. I'm one of the few like actually paid people that like they bring in, not just the. That's one of the other people like, oh, you're one of us, and then I'm actually one of the ones that they like pay to come bring in.
That's it. Yeah, Carlos. Carlos and I have done that where they'll like pay somebody to close it out.
Turn through Keenan Thompson.
Yeah, and it's it was. I remember. Did they have you where they're like, hey, do like you got to do a quick promo video like in the green room? Did they have you do that shit?
Oh yeah, they did the whole, but I never do it, but I always will stand there and like somebody do the promo real quick, and I just stand there as awkwardly as I can as they do the promo around me, and that's my promo, and I'm like, send that, tag me in that, and they just hadn't tagged me in it, and that's it.
They I
don't do those. I'm like, I'm not putting that in my hand doing that.
I did it, but I told the guy, I was like, I'll do it, but it's going to be so cheesy that anybody that knows me will know that I'm fucking around. If you don't know me, you won't. But I was like, I'm here at fucking, this might be my big break. I go, I mean, Keenan's not here, but I'm here at Jimmy Kimmel's. I mean, Kimmel's not here, but I still may get my big break. And then they did the fucking FaceTime with the promoter who she's fine or whatever, but it's like they're giving that pep talk. What's up? What'd you say, Kevin? Oh no, is he frozen? Oh. You back? No, what were you saying, Kevin? Oh, okay. They like we had. We're all in the. We're all in, no, you're good. We're all in the green room, and like they're like, they're like this. They're like, okay, guys. They're like, well, guys, watch this, and then we're all just watching the FaceTime, and she's, she's like, hey, thanks for doing the show and this and that, and this could be a big break, and I'm just like, is it though? Is it a big break?
Yeah,
I was like, is Keenan going just scrolling through all these videos, watching every one of them, and going, that guy right there, that's the fucking one.
You don't even do comedy.
Yeah.
Keenan. The only thing I get out of it, and it's what I've always done. I did the same thing with festivals anywhere I go. I love just like with you guys. I love connecting with other comedians. So I'll go there and just connect with other comedians, and you get a real quick sense of who's actually been in the business for a while. And then I've gotten together with several of them. We go off and do other shows and do other stuff together.
Yeah,
when they come through here, and I get them in the door at a bunch of clubs down here. When I go up there, I know I'm getting into clubs up there. It's all the same. It's like that. That's what I tell everybody. This is where you're going to get most out of any of this is just getting with other comics. Don't rely too much on any of these bookers. that are going to put you on shit. They're not. This is you may get 1 or 2 shows, but you get with the comics and you'll get what you need.
Yeah, there was a comic that told me a long time ago about as far as like comedy competitions. He said you can't win them all, but you can get booked at them all. So I always remember that, where I'm like, I just want to get my point of view across and my sense of humor, and if that works, then great, you know.
Yep.
By the way, shout out to Robbie. Do you know this? Do you know Robbie, Kevin? Robbie Lesmeyer?
Robbie, yeah, that's my boy right there. That's my road dog and my best friend right there.
What up, Robbie? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. That's what I said when I
texted him earlier. I said, "Hey, I'm on a live podcast right now. Get on it."
Yeah, nice. I was also going to ask on with your stand up, are you like a storyteller style, Kevin, or like what's your style?
I'm a storytelling squirrel. That's what I like to say. I'm very ADHD, but I do a lot of storyteller, but with a lot of like sidebar punchlines. And then every now and again, I'll do a lot of like fourth wall breaks. I always love doing that with the audience, where I give them like the how the sausage is made in the comedy business in the middle of the comedy set. And then I just tell like dumb jokes, just like stupid little 2-liner jokes that gets my brain moving. I kind of go all over the place, but a lot of times I do, like I have my hour I'm running right now is a running gag. I'm really into like comedy metrics, joke styles, all kinds of stuff. I'm very like technical.
Wait, say that again. You said the hour you're running right now is what?
It's what the comedy world is considered a running gag. That's where there's a theme throughout, and I keep coming back to the same kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. There's like a through line.
It's called a running gag or whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it something different.
Gotcha. I'm just dick jokes. It's pretty much
dick jokes. They ain't no wrong with that.
It's like I don't do political humor. I always say it's like, I mean, I definitely have my opinions, but it's like I don't know if I'm smart enough to do political humor without fucking just getting annoyed in the middle of it and then just start going, fuck that guy, you know?
Yeah, I don't do any political humor at all. I stay out of political. I stay out of religion. I don't do any of the hot butt, because it divides a room way too damn quick. And I would just make people generally laugh with me or laugh at me.
Tyler does a lot of race jokes.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I got some good like toting the line jokes when it comes to that. But I usually warm my audience.
Found out I'm white.
What did you say, Tyler?
Found out my white heritage. We did an ancestry test. Had no idea. 100% white. Very disappointing.
Tyler went from he was Native American, and then he was black.
I mean,
North African.
Come on, mixed, Jay.
African.
Yeah. 3% African. Let's be clear.
North African. He put a hard emphasis on the north. North side. All right.
I have a little small dot in Tanzania in Africa. I was like, damn, I said, my uncles went deep into Africa. They were like, they hit the coast. It was like, not dark enough. Keep walking.
Jesus.
They got to Tanzania and they were like, we're here.
Oh, fuck. That's fucking nuts. And now, do you have? I don't know if you like. Is your mom and dad still around, Kevin?
No, both my parents are gone.
Same here. It's just fucking crazy. And the dude that you I guess virtually met in Florida. I think I don't know if I asked you. He is part of the Valentine Hollingsworth.
I don't know if he is that or not. I don't think he knows where. I don't think he's done this far back.
Gotcha.
They just were from there, because when I asked him, I was like, "Oh, we're just from here," and I'm like, "That means he don't know shit." But you know, when somebody's like, "Oh, I think we're from here," like, yeah, you haven't done a real deep dive yet.
Yeah, fuck. And what else was I going to ask you? Well, you're not a vet, so I can't. Have you ever done any military tours?
I have not yet. That's one thing I haven't done. I kind of wanted to. I just haven't had the opportunity to yet.
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah, like some USO tours and stuff. That I would always want to do a USO, but if I'm gonna do a USO tour, I want to wait till we're like in an active war zone and then go to do a USO tour. Yeah, I want to get shot at. I'm one of those.
What?
Yeah. I don't want to go in peacetime. I want to go while the shit's going down, and then I want to wear a flak jacket and go down. Whatever. I can have some
Dude.
cool Hillary Clinton stories. You know, I got shot at when I'm not there.
Dude, I did one where we went to Qatar, Bahrain, and Abu Dhabi, but I was at my highest weight, and the one of the craziest things is we did a show like when we got there, and we did it outside. It was like 120 degrees with like 1,000% humidity, and they had obviously there's no AC outside, and I was just telling my buddies, I was like, I literally might fucking die on stage tonight. And then after the show, they were like, hey, we're gonna go to this like bar, right? And I'm like, I'm good, I'm fucking gonna try and recuperate. But so they go out, and this was I wish I would have gone now, but they went out, and they're like, there's sheiks and all kinds of or sheiks, is that how you say it?
Either way.
Yeah, well, they're at the bar anyways, and like they'll be partying with some dude. And when they leave the bar, like you get like assigned a handler, so to speak, when you're out there. And the guy was like, yeah, the guys you were drinking with, he's ISIS. And they're like, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, he's ISIS. And he's like, how's that? Like, we're just partying with ISIS? And he said, I guess like United Emirates, they do not fuck around. Saudis, like, so basically everybody's like, we may be mortal enemies or whatever, but here everything's cool. It's peace here. Everybody's chill.
That makes no sense at all.
That'd have been wild.
Yeah,
Been
it's
like,
fucking. Yeah, and when we were in Abu Dhabi, they were telling us you can't swear. You can't say like fuck, and everybody was worried about me swearing. But I go into like my grandparents mode. What are you shaking your head for, Tyler? You think I'm a fucking swear?
I mean, I would really do.
But we went with it was me, Heath Harmison, Stephen Briggs, and I forget the other guy's name, but we were walking through like this mall, and Steven, I remember, said something like, oh, this is fucking, and I was like, dude, we were trying to get fucking skilled. Shut the fuck up. It's just crazy over there. And like they get, if you're a resident of Bahrain, I think it was Bahrain or Qatar, one of them, you get free gas. You just go to the thing and fill up free gas. And you also, I think you get like 80,000 a year to live. I think that's what it was. You just,
Okay.
it's fucking, because they just fucking money.
Right.
And one day we went to Dubai, and that is like, it's like you're in the future. It was fucking insane. Dude, have you guys seen or heard about the line that they're making over there?
Yeah,
Dude.
I saw. Have they started construction on that? Didn't they?
Yeah.
That's gonna be wild.
Have you heard of that, Tyler or Kevin?
What's that line say? Is it like in Saudi Arabia they're doing it?
Yeah, I believe so. Or is it Dubai?
I think it's right outside of Dubai. But
It's
it's an entire city, an ecosystem that they're building. It's like, I don't even remember how many miles it is long, but it's like a wall. It's like a big ass wall.
Oh, it's like that skinny city. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Skinny City. I like that better than the line. That's
It's like a skinny city. It's like it's a skinny city.
Yeah. But it looks amazing. So that's gonna be interesting. But it proves that we are not on top of our game over here. All the shit that we think we doing really well over here, they like, no, we've been doing that for.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they can put that skinny city up, and the wind's gonna blow it over, and gonna be like, "We told y'all this."
Right.
The line is in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Apparently.
Saudi Arabia. Okay, that makes sense.
I've lived there, and I will tell you, if they're doing that, it's because the rest of that fucking place. Just awful. Just fucking awful.
I mean, you right smack dab in the desert. Should they put that in
like in any kind of resort town, it's going to be really nice where you're staying, but you get about 4 blocks outside of that, and you're like, oh, this is real life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like they literally scoop all of the wealth. Like if it was on a table, they like literally push
scoop it all into one.
All pushed right there.
Yeah.
One little pile.
Yeah. There's like a little pile up of wealth right there. There you
go. I was
trying
to see how
I
many
couldn't imagine
miles
doing comedy over there though. Couldn't cuss. But you can do Jew jokes though. I'm pretty sure you can. That seems like it'd be a great Jew joke town, but just no cussing. No cussing.
Nobody would get offended.
No, not at all. They're probably the best ones coming out of that one, but no cussing.
You looking it up, Carlos?
I'm trying to figure out how long it is because that's what
How long
they said. 105 miles.
Wow. What?
Insanely ambitious plan to build 170 kilometers, 105 miles,
Wow.
gleaming mega city. That's a crazy.
I know one end of it is like at the water, and then it goes fucking the other way. And they said that there's going to be like a monorail or
Like a
train.
high-speed rail or something?
Yeah, that goes like from end to end. I think within like 30 minutes or something. It's fucking something crazy.
Oh,
Yeah. Look at Carlos.
That's gonna be insane.
It might just be conceptual. I don't know if they're actually doing that.
I think they started construction.
It's being built.
Construction of the first phase is now reportedly a mile and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So here's my question with all this. If you, and this comes up because I went to Ireland with my girl and she was talking about, oh, we should move here. And then our buddy, my buddy Ray, who lives there, was like, your dogs have to go in quarantine for 6 months. So I was like, I'm out. and then when we went to Boston, she really liked Boston. And so she was like, we should move here. So if you could move or do comedy anywhere, are you in the city you would want to be, or, and I'll give a caveat, hypothetically, wherever you want to go, the comedy will be the same as far as your work, because Vegas, you get a lot of work here. So that's one thing I was telling her. I was like, the only thing is, like, if we were to move to Boston, I don't know if it's the same amount of work that is available here in Vegas. So, but if you could live anywhere and get the same amount of work you're getting now, where would you want to live?
I'm going to the Maldives.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to the Maldives. I'm out.
Ocean life. That's in that blue water.
I'm gonna live on my little beach and my little hut on the water. I'm done. Yeah, I'm good.
It's what's so funny is that really is you, because you're like, some people be like, well, what about, you say you live on the beach alone, what about girls? And you're like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy single. I'm like, you're like, fuck all of that.
I will be at peace.
Holy shit, that's fucking. What about you, Kevin?
I'd have to do Tokyo. I really enjoyed Tokyo. Tokyo was such an awesome city. There was like vibrancy. It was the cleanest city I've ever been in my life. I searched for homeless people and only found one guy that was wasn't even homeless. He was unhoused, and he was only walking the street. And then he went to a house that night and somebody let him come in and sleep. There's like I can't say the Japanese word for it, but it's like if homeless people, they'll like walk up.
Guaylo? But white person.
Know what it is, but you walk up, you like chores for people, like help clean out help clean garbage, clean the roof, whatever, and they give you a place to stay and a meal that night. So I mean, it was so damn clean. But so I was like, yeah, this city was rad.
All right.
And I felt safe. I was at any point in time in the night, I didn't feel in danger whatsoever, no matter where I was.
Damn.
They'll chop your hand off.
Nah. they were fine. Everybody out there, it was awesome. If I was gonna live somewhere like city wise, it'd be there.
Dang. Oh. What about you, Tyler?
I mean, I always go out and do shows in Hawaii. I would love to be able to stay out there.
Ooh, yeah.
Fun.
Nice.
Hawaii. I probably do Detroit. No, I'm joking.
I'm
joking. Finish what you're saying, Tyler.
But if I could just stay here and then pick a different house, I mean, I totally just do that.
Yeah, I mean, when you say, wait, elaborate on that. You mean like your home base would be Seattle, but you have houses in different areas?
No, if I could just pick a different house in Seattle.
Oh, you'd stay in Seattle.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the only thing with Ireland, the weather in Ireland, like having lived in the Northwest for so much, and for the longest, I didn't think seasonal depression was a thing. And then when I moved to LA and it rained like for 2 days, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. So fuck. I mean, I do like Boston, but fuck, I don't know.
Boston's got a good energy.
Yeah.
Could be it. Yeah.
Fuck.
They don't fuck around there though. They're comedy. They don't fuck around there. You better get in and get out. I like it.
Oh, I love it.
It's like the nigga was saying too. It's like you get in there. They ain't no wild setups. They don't put up with it. Just get to the fucking jokes and go.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I liked Chicago a lot, but Chicago is a pretty dope city. But they have the same winters like Boston. It might be Boston. Fuck, if I could.
Jesus H Christ, pick a goddamn city.
You say to me? Fuck you.
It might be Boston. It could be Georgia. Sound too bad.
It could be Tucson, Arizona.
Don't make any hasty decisions.
Maybe Tyler's place.
Tyler's place.
You move out, Tyler, to that house that you're talking about, and I'll just take your place. No, it might be Boston. If all things considered, yeah, I fucking love Boston so much, and Carlos got to experience Boston this last St. Patty's Day, and the people and everything. Which I mean, it's just the energy. I fucking love it.
Yep.
Fucking shut up, Victoria. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Get our plugs in, and yeah. What do you got coming up, Carlos? Other than this weekend, or you can mention this weekend too.
Well, I guess you just did. I'm with you in Chandler, and then I got Dallas Comedy Club coming up, LA Comedy Club coming up. I got some shows in and out. Oh, I got Don't Tells coming up. It's a lot. PartTimeFamous.com.
Yeah. What do you got, Kevin?
All right, I've got tomorrow. I've got Rose City and Tyler, Texas coming up. I've got Friday in Shreveport, Louisiana. I have a church show, an all-black church show. That's going to be a banger. I'm the only white boy that's going to be in that room. That's going to be fun for me. I got Saturday night at Dallas Comedy Club. I do my own production. It's called the Brisket and Boudin Comedy Showcase that I take everywhere. So I'm doing that installment over there, and then I got Punchline Houston Sunday.
Damn. All right. Tyler, what do you got?
This Saturday, I'm at Spokane Comedy Club doing a dope show. I'll be the only white guy with really long hair there. It'll be predominantly white. It's a predominantly white place.
You don't say.
And then again, 420 coming up.
That's right.
April 18th, we'll be doing Enum Claw at the Chalet Theater. April 19th, the North Bend Theater in North Bend. And then April 20th, come see me, Everett Theater and Tacoma Comedy Club, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 2 shows. Let's do
Boom. Let's see. This weekend, Mic Drop Mania, Chandler, Arizona. Next weekend, Sanibel, Florida at the Calusa Comedy Club. I picked up some stuff today. I'll just name off some cities. This is all at BigIrishJ.com, but we got West Jordan, Utah, Philadelphia, New Jersey, St. Paul, Minnesota. I picked up a Wisconsin gig. Manteca, California, Colorado Springs, Sacramento, Beverly, Mass. Go to BigIrishJ.com for tickets. And again, Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, always good. Carlos, when are you gonna be at DCC?
June 26th.
All right, holler at me then.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Anyway, absolutely.
And until next week, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Until next week, bye.